And we are back again. It's your
What's
friendly
up? What's
neighborhood
up?
film watchers, the Frankly Footballers. I'm Brandon. Got my main man with me.
Set it off, Chris in the building, man. How you feeling, B?
I'm doing all right, man.
Good.
I had some time to think, because we did part one of this video the other day, asking the
Right.
question, is Zeke still elite? We decided that it would be a good idea to kind of pinpoint some guys now that we're in our bye week.
Yeah.
Pinpoint some guys that are drawing a lot of questions from Cowboys fans. And offensively, I think everyone can agree that it's Zeke Elliott.
Right.
So now, on the other side of the ball, I think that the guy that has drawn the most ire, the most animosity from Cowboys fans, none other than Mr. Clear Eye View himself, Jaylon Smith.
Hey, man. Swipey. That's the guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy. Jaylon Smith has now earned the target of most Cowboy fans' ire because, one, we all love you with the first contract. We love your story. We love Jalen's story about.
Of course, but here's the thing: people loved him because he was cheap.
Well, yeah, right. But that's what I'm saying. Most Cowboy fans don't like people to get paid.
Absolutely not.
Well, let's run down the list. We didn't think we should have let DeMarcus Lawrence walk out the building. We may pay him a year too late, but hey, we would have looked crazy paying him $13 million when he had the one breakout year, but we turned around.
That's like 2020, right?
All right, come on. You turned around, he had the breakout year, got 14 sacks. Then we franchised him, right? Instead of paying him, because we could have paid him $13 million. After you franchised him, you had to pay him $21 million. And that's when he was able to say, I don't care how you work it out, you just got to give me my bread. Same thing with Zeke. I think Zeke is the only one that they could have played hardball with and not pay by making him play out his contract. But I also look at it from Zeke's point of view. Zeke lost a lot of guaranteed money because of the quote-unquote accusations that he got from, the little situation from Ohio State. Okay?
Yeah.
All right? Let's just call it what it is,
Yeah,
Zeke was
the situation.
Yeah, Zeke was doing way too much anyway. Ending up at the club, with the homie with the gun, lifting up shirts at St. Patrick's Day. Had he just sat his ass down somewhere, he probably could have let it go blow over. But they had to make a point. Then on top of that, so that's another one. Amari Cooper. When Amari Cooper got there in 2018, we didn't know what. You remember we were doing receiver by committee. Remember that?
We see how that went.
Right. Got Amari Cooper, turned around. Now he get ready to make some money. Oh, he don't show up on the road. He vanishes. He's not. So Cowboy fans love to hate folks who got paid. Jaylon Smith is the new guy that's gotten paid, and they love to hate him. They love to hate him. It's their MO. He's a lost cause. And my problem when they say Jalen's a lost cause is that in 2018, Jaden and Leighton Vander Esch look like the cogs to a great defensive unit. They look like the making of the second coming of Doomsday with those two guys playing linebacker. And my biggest thing is I think Jaylon and Leighton have never played with a second tier defensive tackle to help them be better. What you think?
I think that some of this anger that comes towards him, it's valid because at the end of the day, his play has definitely declined.
But okay, so if his plays decline, right? What can he not do? What has he never been able to do? Cover in space.
Yes.
Right? He's never been able to cover in space because if you be honest, you've got three guys trying to play two positions.
Yes.
You got three guys playing two positions. Sean Lee is a what? In real life, what is he?
Linebacker.
What type of linebacker? Huh?
Mike.
He's a wheel.
Oh,
he's a
sorry.
wheel.
Will.
He's a wheel. Leighton Vander Esch is what?
He is Mike.
He's a wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And so is Jaylon. All three of them are wheels, but they're disguising and playing Mike. They don't. They haven't had a true Mike linebacker.
Okay, I got what you're saying. You're saying what is their natural position?
Their natural position,
in spite of what they're being played as. Gotcha.
My man,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
Sean Lee and Leighton should be playing weak side.
Right. So if you put Jaylon, honestly, strong side, right, and play the true 4-3, he'd probably be better rushing off the end, right? But if you get him in mismatches where he has to play in space, he's a dead man, because at the end of the day, he can't open and turn his hips. That's what it is. But he couldn't open and turn his hips in 2018.
That's absolutely correct. I do think that his tackling has taken a bit of a decline, though. If you look, for example, and those of you that are subscribed to this channel should have already seen this play when we broke down some Cardinals film. Callum Murray, he made Jaylon's knees buckle, man. His tackling has suffered, and I think that a lot of Cowboys fans would agree in that regard. There are situations where Jaylon's situational awareness is not where it should be. Case in point, the Browns game where Odell Beckham managed to lose 20 yards and then gain 50 to win the game for them.
Okay. I'll give you that one. Okay. So I'll give you both of those situations just from my perspective. My perspective is one, that's the defense trying to figure out what they're supposed to do. That was like game 4 of the season, and I don't think they still trusted the system. As you've seen them get closer and closer to midseason form, I've seen them be able to be more attacking. They're not thinking as much. They're just doing more. So I think that's just not trusting the defense and just, hey, I'm going to go get him, and I'm going to know for a fact that somebody's got my back, because he wasn't really sure who had his back. But he should have just went and got him with Kyler Murray. The thing with Odell Beckham, nobody can play contain. And it was a lot of lack of hustle on that play. That play is a nightmare because you just expect him to run out of bounds. People were trying to expect Odell Beckham just to run out of bounds, and Odell Beckham was trying to get everything he got, and he did. He went to the house. So, but I don't think as a team, they tackle well. As a team, absolutely. I'm not just putting on late. I don't think as a team they tackle well. I don't think they hit people. Yeah, they don't hit people and stop people. Case in point, the only guy right now who I see hitting people and stopping people, and he's a little bit undersized, is young Donovan Wilson.
Yeah. And I will say this. I actually thought that Donovan was going to be one of those guys that didn't hit well, because watching his film, for example, his collegiate film, he was never a great tackler in college, but then he turns around and you saw this against, I believe it was against the Giants, where he turned around and got some amazing tackles, including one sack. But bringing it back to Jaylon, we see also the flip side of the coin, where he puts it all together in his mind. For example, against the Giants once again, and he did pretty good against Pittsburgh as well. I'll even say more than pretty good.
He had a very good.
He puts it together, and he comes out and he looks like that guy who would have easily been a top 5 pick. He looks like that guy sometimes. I think that, and you touched on this a little bit, Jaylon sometimes doesn't know who has his back, and he is the main perpetrator, I think is the right word, of this hero ball. Jaylon will play some hero ball and try to do more than what he needs to do.
He will strap on a cape in a second. If he feels like the guys around him are inferior talent, he feels like he has to do more, he will strap a cape on. But when he is playing the way the Cowboys had them play Sunday, by playing attacking and upfield, not just playing read and react, Jaylon's not a read and react player. Jaylon is, I'm going to go get the football type guy. And if he continues to do that and they continue to do that up front, I think that'll be beneficial to the team. I think playing against Pittsburgh this week and what we've seen the last couple of weeks, we've seen two teams in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh without dynamic runners. if they come out next week after the bye and hold Dalvin Cook under 150 all-purpose, man, I'll be flat out impressed.
Absolutely, and this is gonna. I don't want to get too much into our next video that we're recording right after this.
Right.
Do you want them to?
Come again?
Do you want them to hold Dalvin Cook under 150 and keep that?
Yeah, I want to hold under 150, but I still want them to lose.
Okay, there we go.
I just want it entertaining. This will never change. Captain Tank has reported for duty. I am standing to watch. I want to be entertaining and exciting until the end of the game, and then I want to lose.
There we go.
I want to
There's
lose.
No confusion here.
There's no confusion whatsoever, because right now I am in the tankathon in the list. I am the draft pick sweepstakes.
There we go.
I can stay between 3 and 5, and I can go get whatever I want.
Okay.
Whatever I want. But getting back to Jaylon, you can't hate a guy who makes under $10 million at linebacker, who wants to show up and is going to play every game, but it's easy for Cowboy fans to find some whipping boy to hate. They rather hate Jaylon, right? Because he's making $9 million, but Xavier Woods is absolutely the worst player on that defense by far. But they don't never say nothing
absolutely.
about it. They never say nothing about it.
We'll get to that one. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
So let me ask you this, because this is kind of the main point that we're kind of getting to for this video. Is Jaylon Smith on your team in 2021?
Yes. He's on my team in 2021. Jaylon Smith will be on my team in 2021 because there's a couple of different things I expect to happen. In 2021, I can go in and find with a priority free agent, which we'll be doing another video on that later on this week. So make sure you tune in and check us out and bring him in as a one technique. I think we're looking for a one technique probably in the second or third round this year. Okay.
Okay, I like it.
Maybe third is the latest because I got 2/3. Yes. So, and if I'm high, where I'm at my top 5, and I get my boatload of picks from, San Francisco, whomever want to come up and get a quarterback, and I can drop down, get a Patrick Surtain in the first round because I know I can match him with Diggs, and around the second round, get me a ball hawking free safety because we're gonna probably go over those guys in the second round, and then the third round, go get me a D tackle, a true penetrating one technique as a rookie. Pair him in the rotation with Neville, with Trigger Trey. I can bring Antoine Woods back for dirt cheap. Or I can find somebody to be one of my rotational guys and groom that one young, and I can rock with that. So because I can't go out and get Micah Parsons. I don't think I'll get Micah Parsons at 14, but I'd get Micah Parsons at 8 if he was sitting there. So he's on my football team. I think if I get him
to consider.
Yeah, if I get this week, man, what we saw from young Neville, what I think instead of us two gapping playing and penetrating, I think that makes Jaylon a better player.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. If he gets help in front of him, I think that he has a lot less to think about.
Absolutely.
And to answer my own question, I think that Jaylon Smith is on my team in 2021. That doesn't mean that his spot is his.
No, I don't think his spot is like secure because I've got other guys that I can play behind him. See, I want to see what Luke Gifford has. I want to see what Francis Bernard has. And if I go find a true middle linebacker, when you look around the league, you look at guys that if you had them instead of Jaylon, your life would be different. Because I could have got Fred Warner in the third round. If I got Fred Warner in the third round, that plays San Francisco, right? Or if I would have turned around and instead of saying a guy with a drop foot, but a guy with no cartilage on his knees, like Miles Jack, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
That's right.
So there are linebackers available, and they'll be out there, and we'll see, man. But I'm definitely drafting a guy, and I'm definitely finding out what's on my bench to see if I can get him off the field in certain situations because we know he can't cover. I know he can't.
Absolutely.
Cover. No, he can't cover.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's all we got on Jaylon, man.
I mean, listen, man, I don't hate Jaylon.
Absolutely not. I think he's a great guy. Very inspirational.
He's a great guy. Good man. Got a great vision. I love his faith and everything along that. I don't have a problem with Jaylon being on the field as much as I have a problem with Joe Looney being on the football field.
No, I don't think that I have that much spite for anyone on this football team.
Oh, yes, you do.
Who?
Turnstile Terrence.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
You might have a point there.
Yeah.
You might have a point there.
Right. See, because it goes with levels. You can't stand Terrence. Me and Joe, we've discussed Joe time and time again. That helped us lead me to believing that in your ambiance or in your clairvoyance that we're white collar tanking. When I saw Joe playing Sunday, I saw Joe play, and absolutely. I said, "Oh yeah, the tank is on, baby. The tank is on."
Yeah,
that's it.
That's right. And also I should say one of the main reasons that I believe that the Cowboys will keep Jaylon on the team for 2021 is after that they have a potential out on him. They can part ways for just about $6 million. Well, actually, just over $6 million. I think it's like 6.5. Dead money.
Well, I mean, you can do that. You don't want to do that year after because you're gonna be getting the cap back. But I still think you can get 2 more years out of him. And even if you draft a guy in that second year, going to that third year, he can play spot duty. You never know if somebody gets hurt. And the guy will be there in the system. So, yeah, if you can trade him away for maybe a 4th or something, and get out of that contract, I can see that. But I'm not trying to eat a lot of dead money. Some days eating dead money. Eating dead money is over for me. So that makes sense.
Understandably so.
Yeah,
understandably so. So I think that's what we're gonna end this one, man. Tie a bow on that. Hopefully, Jaylon turns that corner, becomes a consistently good cornerback. Consistently good linebacker. I'm thinking
right.
Consistently good, consistently out of his head, once he gets in his own head.
Yeah. He's tough.
Starts to have that great man to play.
No doubt. But we can definitely do that. But listen, we definitely always want to know how you guys feel. Take some time. When you click us, make sure you hit the like button. That helps us with the algorithm. Leave us a comment, man, because we love commenting back with you guys. And, man, take a chance to share with some of your friends, some of the guys, and say, hey, well, I think, see what these guys think. And we'll go from there. But we love to hear from you, man. Yo, man, I'm setting off Chris, man.
And I'm Brandon.
Peace.
Peace.